Lewis, how big did that last gasp equaliser against him feel?
Huge. I think psychologically it was almost like a win for us. Obviously, that month as a whole, that period of games was disappointing for us. But in a game that I think we didn't do enough to win it, in a game that we were probably the second best team overall, once again it's the character and effort in the end that gets us through and gets us a point.
Are you looking up to top six, or are you consigned to fighting in the bottom six?
I think where we're at now, we've almost left it too late for it to be in our own hands. I think whilst it's still possible, you need to kind of accept that for the time being it's just getting back to basics and putting points on the table and seeing where that leaves us.
It's going to be quite a finish to the season, isn't it, given the teams are bunched up at the bottom?
Yeah, I think around about the Christmas time, when you look at where the table was at, we fancied ourselves to be the one to go on a run, and frustratingly that's not really happened for us. But as I say, it's almost like a mini reset for us after that last few games we had, and just looking forward again.
What's been the difference this season to last season?
I think there's been a few things. I think there's been a few times where we've not had the break that we got last season. I think we've had injuries to key players, which has been a big miss for us. I think even the start of the season, the European campaign and the travel added to the red cards we were picking up, that kind of compounded a wee bit. And yeah, I think it took us a while to get going this season. And I think over the Christmas period, we got ourselves in good form. But there was probably a few games in there where we didn't get as many points as we probably should have done for the way we played.
That goal that Fraser Murray scored against Hibs, can that kind of be the catalyst? Can that be the point that your season turns in these last 8 games?
Yeah, I think so. I think we need to use it. I think you always rather be the team that scores the equaliser than loses the equaliser there. And yeah, as I say, the next few games coming up, just a chance for us to go and try to put some more points on the table and build on it.
And you mentioned injuries there that's kind of blighted your season. It looks like Stuart Finlay might be back this weekend. How big a boost is that for the team? Yeah,
it's been a boost for us even in training, getting him back in the pitch, seeing him smiling again. We've all seen how hard him and Vass have been working off the pitch with the physios, and now he gets the reward and he's back, and he looks in good shape. He looks good, so we're going to get stronger as the season goes on.
Looking ahead to that final game before the split, Celtic at Celtic Park is probably the toughest test in the Premiership. Does that put more pressure on these 2 games coming up before that match?
I think you take it one game at a time, each game in isolation. There's 8 games left now, and that for us that's just got to be 8 chances to go and put on performance and get some points. If any of the games become bigger pressure games, if you like, then that's fine. It's not something to be scared of. It means there's something worth fighting for.
And does it feel like in this 2-week spell that you've had off, because you got that late equaliser, do you kind of see a difference in training? Do you feel like that belief is back?
Yeah, I think even when the results weren't going away, the effort was never missing. But sometimes you need that break, and when it's not coming, you just need to keep fighting and keep working until it comes. And I think it will come.
We've been speaking about your appearance record this season. It looks as if you've only lost or missed 1 game. Has this been the best run of games, if you like, in your career so far?
Yeah, touch wood. I've been pretty good with injuries since I've been here. Something I take pride in is trying to be available and racking up the appearances. As you say, it's been a good season for me in that regard. But I do feel I'm building on the last 2 seasons I've had here as well. And yeah, I always think throughout a season you get fitter and stronger as you go on.
Is there anything particular that you do to ensure that you don't pick up injuries?
I do work hard a lot in the gym and off the pitch to make sure my body's right and take care of everything, do all that side of things. I work really hard with sports science to do all that, but at the same time you need a bit of luck as well, and I think I've had that where other players haven't.
On that note, I think you are Kelly's most played player this season. What is it like for you knowing that the manager has that belief in your ability?
I think it's been really good for me. I think if anyone's watched me over the 3 seasons, I feel like I've grown a lot and I feel like I'm still developing. And I think Kilmarnock's been a good place for me for that reason. To come here, and obviously I'm here to try and help Kilmarnock, but I think it's helped me as well.
How much of a part does Derek McInnes play in that development for you?
Huge. Both times when he signed me on loan and signed me permanently, it's something we've spoke about. And yeah, for me it's just week in, week out, try to push myself as far as I can.